I am a mother of two, very active and energetic boys, and I feel ambition has allowed me to work flexible hours when and where I need it. Hi, my name is Claire. I'm a principal consultant at Ambition, covering the tax space, and I've been with Ambition for close to 8 years. Okay, my life before recruitment, I actually started my career as an auditor, and then that was in New Zealand. Relocated to Hong Kong, did banking for a few years, and I pretty much fell into recruitment. An old friend of mine who was in recruitment at that time also had made a transition from audit into recruitment, reached out to me and said, Claire, would you want to change jobs, still within banking? I said, not really, happy where I am. And then she was like, what about recruitment? And I was like, what about recruitment? I had no idea what a recruiter actually did. I've never really used a recruiter before. And we went into sort of details around the fact that it's pretty much your own business in a way. You know, you get to go out to deal with clients, you build your own candidate base, and the rewards from a remuneration perspective or earning potential is huge. And I think that was what really captured my interest in recruitment. So my career at Ambition, initially I started as a manager when I first came over from Hong Kong, managing the finance and accounting team. Year and a bit in, I was in the midst of about to go off to have my first child. And at that point, sat down with the MD and decided that for me personally, I think what was going to work in order to be able to focus on my family and also on my career was to move into a principal consultant role. I then went off on maternity leave due to COVID. I then had baby 2 as well, and then formally came back after 2 mat leaves, which was in the space of about 2 and a bit years. When I returned, I then moved into the tax team, also within the accountancy practice, and I've absolutely loved it. If it's a space that you're very passionate about, or maybe you start off in a space or a role that's not quite for you, or you've had changes in your personal circumstance, and then you do feel that you need a shift up or a change up in your role, Ambition is so willing to do so. Understand who you're meeting with, know the background, know the roles that you're coming in for and what Ambition specializes in. Ensure that it's actually an area that you're going to enjoy and that you feel that you will thrive in, because I think that's very, very important for anyone that joins Ambition, to ensure that they want to be true market leaders within the professional services space, and Ambition will allow you to do that as well. The chaos, constantly being on the go. I think also the fact that with Ambition, I am a mother of 2, very active and energetic boys, but also I'm very career driven. I work very hard and I want the best of both worlds, and I feel Ambition has allowed me to do that. They've allowed me to work flexible hours when and where I need it, which allows me to be able to go home on certain evenings, actually spend time with the boys. I think that's very, very important for me. I wouldn't want to give up either. The good thing about Ambition is that they allow me to be who I want to be, and they really support me in that as well. The team dynamics, the people, we do have a very, very unique mix of personalities, backgrounds, even just the way we work, and I think that's what I love. Not one person at Ambition is the same, but at the same time, we all have the same goal in mind, and it's to do very, very well. And we're also there to help one another. So in terms of training, very, very comprehensive on-the-desk training. You'll get support from your peers, from people above you, your direct managers as well. Also, we do have quite structured training that involves external parties coming in, and they very much help us learn how to think outside the box, think critically, understanding maybe how we approach certain scenarios differently, even learning how to ask certain questions. 3 key things: passion, having a real personal touch, and being able to work quickly. Those are the 3 key traits that will help you survive in Ambition and do really, really well here.